Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late February 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. And we're going to get right down to business here, my friends. We'll start you off with an oracle card just to breeze into this reading nice and smooth. So let's shuffle it up one time, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for the lovely Aquarius collective in late February? We're at the tail end of Aquarius season. Let's get this card out here. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot just to see what type of shadows might pop up or what shadow work you might want to lean into. So that's always very interesting. As always, only take what hits for you. Much for you to consider. Let's get this card out here. And while we do, I would just like to wish every Aquarius, Pisces, cusper a very happy birthday, because we are moving into Pisces season as this Queen of Cups shows up here in the oracle. I like that. That could be a prominent water sign in your life. Now, before we fully dive into this, Aquarius, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's at kyleofcups. Please feel free to tweet me things. But into the reading we go. When we see the Queen of Cups, especially, now obviously she's not the regular Queen of Cups because this is just an oracle deck. I just view her that way. So I think of all the things that symbolize the Queen of Cups. Very powerful emotion, powerful creativity. This reading itself just might be in the realm of your feelings and emotions. So like there's always so many different aspects to life. This one might be leaning on somebody's feelings here, like strong, powerful feelings. The only thing with this card is it's somebody that might not be letting that out, might not be letting that show. It is a good card though. I'm not going to say the Queen of Cups is bad. It could be mother figures, beautiful, similar to the Empress in a way, but we'll see how she ties into the reading itself. We're going to get into tarot. I'll shuffle it up and we'll get you three in the upright before we intuitively clarify. So let's see what's going on. I mean, it would make sense with last week's reading that we're still in that realm of emotion. Let's go. Let's get these first three out before we get the juicier stuff. Now, last week's reading was titled An Emotional Talk. That's why I just mentioned that. And it's interesting that we have this Queen of Cups. She might have even popped out for you last week as well. The week before that was Karma Gets Served. And when I see karma show up in a spread, it usually lingers for a while. It's a very slow-moving energy. So we'll see what we have for you this week. You know, energies are always changing and shifting. Let's get the first one out. What do we got for Aquarius? Please. Thank you. Okay, we got the Five of Cups in position number 1. So hopefully you're not feeling that way with the River of Tears. Let's get two more out, though. Let's get two more out here. Thank you. Okay, yeah, we got the Ace of Swords in position number 2. Just get one more and then we'll continue to get this going. What do we have here for Aquarius? Interesting. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy little mix-up that we got going on here, my friends. Cards are just jumping out all over the place. We got Judgment, and you are going to have a bonus this week. We got Judgment, and we have the Two of Pentacles here on the back end. Might be trying to bring some balance. Let's keep it moving, though. I'm not going to get too stuck up, especially on the bonus. We're going to slide through this. I'll give you all the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicier intuitive stuff. But in position number 1, like I said, not the best type of energy. Very similar to the Three of Swords. This is called the River of Tears. Whether it's you, whether it's someone else around you, that realm of emotion that I was speaking about is showing up here with this Five of Cups. Okay? Depending on what clarifies it will really tell the tale, whether this is good, things improving, things getting better, or someone who might really be hurting, like heart-wrenching type of stuff. We'll see. But as we move to the center, we got the Ace of Swords right there. Now, all aces are opportunities. I always say that. But when we have the Ace of Swords, we think of mental clarity. We think of honesty. This is the sword of truth. Sharp mind, sharp intellect. And just like all other swords cards, aside from the mental stuff, can be harsh sometimes. It could be you cutting certain behaviors away, cutting certain individuals away. But we'll see. It could literally just be a good opportunity. It could be honesty or truth as well. But moving to the very back end, we have an extremely powerful energy in Judgment. Okay, Judgment, to me, it is spiritual. It could be spiritual protection. It's angelic energy. It could be decision, sometimes weighing decisions, trying to choose a path. But the main vibe I always think of with this card is the universe urging action, the universe trying to move something along. It is karmic in nature as well, Judgment, little undertones. So this could be spirit wanting you to do something, wanting you to take an action, or wanting something to turn out a very specific way. action-based, and it is extremely powerful. It's like almost tower-like to me, okay? It's transformative. Now, when we move over to the bonus, we got the Two of Pentacles. As with all twos, decisions showing up once again, forks in the road. It could be partnerships, but this one is of the Pentacles, so this could be a good influx of money. This could be you trying to balance things out. This could be stability coming in, so I really like this. So we're going to dive deeper on all this, Aquarius. We're going to jump in and clarify. So let's shuffle it up one time here for the lovely Aquarius collective. My guides, talk to me. What do we got? And yes, Aquarius, this is where I go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to start in on this Five of Cups, see what that could be about. Okay, and as always, if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to play along, and if there's any messages that you want to share with your collective, you just drop it down below. I don't mind, and I do feel like we all learn from each other. So let's go in on this Five of Cups. There's this Five of Cups here. Thank you. Yeah, this is emotional volatility for sure with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody might feel like they've had the rug pulled out from under them in some way. Now, I'm going to stick with that message that there might be someone close to you or around you that like is in that hurting, sad, like depressive type of vibe. Okay, if that's not it, beware in this time. This could be a little warning that like a rug could be pulled in some kind of way, like literally, that's how I'm feeling. So beware of anything like that, because the Nine of Pentacles is usually super, super sturdy, independent, lovely, and abundant. In reverse, it's very rocky. So aside from what I was just saying about rug pulls, it could just be emotional volatility as well. So this could be a warning in that realm, and we'll see how the rest of this reading stacks out, but this could absolutely be a warning here that something might either put you or put someone close to you in Five of Cups mode. Now, you know that I'm an optimistic reader. I don't like to be doom and gloom whatsoever, and I do feel like we get through these situations. We all deal with them. We all get through them. Nothing is too treacherous. As long as we're still drawing breath, we're good. So let's go in on this Ace of Swords. Why is this Ace of Swords here? Thank you. All right, yeah, explosive. We have the Ace of Swords with the Page of Wands, okay? The fire-air combination taking up the exact center of this spread next to Judgment, like kaboom. There could be some really good opportunities coming your way. However, we have two heavy cards of communication here as well. So I just want to say this could be some sort of conversation, and I know like we were having talks, emotional talk last week. This could be something that does get hot and heavy. Like you might speak your truth. This is a very sharp tongue here. Like that's the vibe this is making me feel like. You might just like give it to somebody, like verbally undress them. So there could be some sort of explosive communication or an explosive message, something that goes really hot and heavy. Aside from that though, if we're looking at the more optimistic side of the coin here with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Wands, you might just be dealing with a fire sign. If not, this could be a new venture that's coming your way, something for you to throw your energy into and move forward with. So a lot of you might be in that mode where something new pops along, some new venture, something new you're trying to learn, and it could be good for you to continue down that path. So we have multiple messages here. Interesting. We're going to go in on Judgment, okay, and see what that's about. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the Shadow card. So it seems like we got various things going on here, Aquarius. So why is Judgment here? I do feel like regardless, you're going to keep your balance since we have the two of Pentacles there as the bonus. Okay, we have the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups, with a beard, having a drink, but in reverse underneath Judgment. So just like I was speaking about the emotional volatility, you might not be the only one, if it's even you, but the King of Cups, you might be having issues with a water sign for sure. You might just not be interested in romantic things or romantic situations at this time for some of you. Now, when we have the King of Cups in reverse, these are rough and tough feelings, similar to the Five of Cups. So you might be mirroring feelings of those around you. Your empathy might be really getting a hold of you. Just know that like I am catching a volatile energy, especially with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Wands in the upright. There could be emotional volatility and that like combustible energy still reigning true, reigning supreme. And sometimes that needs to happen for a reason. Okay, Judgment, yeah. I'm not going to say what you should do about that. You would know better than I do. And there's so many different Aquariuses out there. Just know that in this time, your emotions could be a little off kilter. And same as some of those around you as well. But let's go through, okay? And first, like, this could also be Spirit asking you to make peace with something as well. That's another thing I'm catching. But we'll go through. I'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. In position number 1, we have the 5 of Cups with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Like I was saying, it could be volatile emotions, a warning about emotions. It could be somebody that's sad, a little bit heartbreak, heart-wrenching type of stuff. But watch out for rug pulls. Okay, that's the thing that keeps ringing in my head. Like, watch out for rug pulls. Watch out for rug pulls. Okay, moving to the center, we got the Ace of Swords and the Page of Wands in the upright. The fire-air combination cutting through the center is combustible and explosive to me. So yes, that can be a hot, fiery back and forth talk or communication where you just verbally undress somebody, give them the straight, honest truth with the Ace of Swords. But it can also be new opportunities, good things coming towards you that you might need to pounce on and keep that motivation. Okay, moving to the back end, we got Judgment with the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you might be having issues with a water sign that you need to make a decision about. For some of you, you might not be interested in love or romance, any of that nonsense. But the emotional volatility is here once again with that King in reverse. So beware that somebody could lose control of their composure here. All right, so please take a screenshot if you'd like. And we're going to pull you a shadow card. I mean, that wasn't the most flowery reading, Aquarius. It's all good. You know, things are always shifting and changing, but let's get it going here. What do we got for Aquarius? And with the Shadowland Tarot deck, regardless of if it's a good card or a rough card, we look at the shadow side of the card just to see what might crop up or what might be lingering in the subconscious. What do we got for Aquarius? Thank you. Okay, we have the Chariot. Yeah, you might have to temper your feelings to just like cut loose and bail on something. Obviously, that's not every single Aquarius, but that was the first thing that's popping into my mind. Now, the Chariot, that could be a Cancer in your life. Someone born under the sign of Cancer that has left a scar, that has left rough feelings. And aside from that, the Chariot is usually a very determined, fast-forward movement type of card. For some of you, it could be a fear of failure. It could be a fear of regressing as well. So some of you might be in that mode where you're like, no, I've made this much progress. I will not revert. That's another vibe. Like, it's giving me a lot of stuff here in the shadows, Aquarius. But like I said, if this isn't that, if this isn't a Cancer, if it's none of the things I was just speaking about, this could be Spirit asking you to slow down the pace, slow something down. Don't rush through anything. Be detail oriented, because this is one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. So beware of that. And like I said, some of you might just be in that mode where you're like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this piece. Or like, I'm not going to deal with that nonsense. I'm out. Like, that's the first thing it was making me feel. So those things, abandonment, that might pop up in this time as well. If that's something you've dealt with in the past, we got a lot going on here in the shadows, Aquarius. So just look into that further. Look into the rough side of the Chariot if you want to see what's in the shadows further. And that's what I have for you this week. So please don't click away just yet, my friends. I'm going to give you the details of the February subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the January subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on February 1st in my community tab. But for February, we have a very special one. I'll be giving away 2 copies of the wonderful, beautiful tarot gazing deck. This was created by one of our good friends, Heather Stargazer. She's been part of our community since almost the very beginning. And I use this deck in all the readings this week. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, 2 simple things. As always, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. Second, let me know down in the comments what tarot card you like to see in any love reading. Since it's the month of love, it could be any card. And at the end of the month, as always, I'll put the winners in my community tab. My friends, if you'd like to show Heather some love, you can check the description down there or the pinned comments. All her socials and her Etsy are there. So I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.